So this girl, this is the DoorDash girl that recorded.
Okay. If you guys didn't know, this girl, well, I'll let Asman explain it, but basically we're just going to enjoy her suffering because why not?
Recorded a dude that was naked in his own house and then said that she was sexually assaulted, and her entire life basically has become it's gotten completely destroyed. Like, she's now had a bunch of, like, now she's facing 2 felonies, and it's only going to get worse.
Things just got so much worse for the TikTok DoorDash girl because this is becoming a nightmare for her. And if you don't know about the situation, it is insane. Right. So here's a quick rundown. So on October 12th, 2025, a DoorDash driver by the name of...
Again, as you guys can see, I love reacting to reactions of videos. It's like we're having a 3-way conversation.
Olivia Henderson got an order in Oswego, New York. Yeah. This was apparently a late-night Wendy's order, and from what we know, all she had to do was leave the food at the door, take a picture...
That fat guy, what do you think the probability is that he ordered Wendy's chili? Like, I would say it's probably around 98%. Like, 98% probability that he ordered chili? Yeah.
The food and continue on with her night.
Oh,
Instead, she allegedly made a series of
200%.
awful decisions. The police and prosecution, they're alleging that she pushed the door open and decided to film a drunk dude who was passed out on his couch with his pants down.
I mean, the first thing you think about if you see someone passed out on the couch is whether they're okay or not, right? Not think of accusing them of sexual harassment. So, dude, this is so dumb.
So my first
and that's only one of the charges. There's 2 felony charges that she's facing.
Story, I reported that she walked into the house because that's what currently was going viral on TikTok. That, from what I know, is wrong. So I have to issue a massive retraction and correction to that statement. All the, at least credible sources, are claiming that she never walked into that house. She was only standing in the doorway.
The only thing that's debated is whether she tried to open the door additionally, and whether she cut the video of her doing that with the door being more shut before she recorded the original version. That was the thing that was mainly discussed.
Still, either way, filming and posting what she saw after she allegedly either opened the door or pushed open the door is still incredibly stupid. So if what the prosecution is alleging is true, she seemingly went onto TikTok and tried to destroy an innocent man's life for passing out within his own house with his pants down. Now,
in the first place, right, I'm actually wondering, right, in law or in court and all this stuff, how, I mean, when I was in uni, we studied the concept of the reasonable man's theory. In short, long story short, again, if I'm explaining this wrongly, feel free to comment. But basically, in any given situation, in any given situation, how would a reasonable person act? And in this case, if you saw a person that actually passed out on their couch, I would think, again, correct me if I'm wrong, if there are other versions of reasonableness online that I'm not aware of, a reasonable assumption from my part would be to check if it's okay or not. That's one, okay? Now, I can understand if you're a girl and you're worried, you have no idea what's going on, it looks scary, naked man on the couch, you don't want to approach him. Absolutely makes sense. What is something reasonable for a woman to do? I would think one of the things you don't do is freaking walk into the house to look at the guy. Why would you even do that? It doesn't even make sense, dude. So, again, I'm just applying this reasonable man's theory thing, and I don't get why we don't talk about this. Like, what would a reasonable person do? Just ask each other that question for all I know. Like, I get it, everyone will have some little nuance differences, but in general, if you're confident in yourself, let's say, not necessarily just a guy, you would check on the guy. If you're more passive and you just want to stay back, you don't want to get involved, you run away, no? Why would the reaction be, I'm going to go in there and film this shit? It doesn't make sense. To me, it's quite obvious she had malicious intent from the get-go.
Obviously, we're not going to show the original video. I can't even find the original video. All I can find is a screenshot. But even if I could find the original video, I wouldn't be showing that here on this channel for obvious reasons. You know, because there is a massive privacy issue there. But this is her follow-up video. It's the original video.
So, crash out. Total fucking crash out. I love to see this.
2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. The lights were on. They were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their...
So what's the problem? What's it got to do with you? It's none of your business, dude. Move along.
ankles, and they were indecently
Not true.
exposed to me.
Okay, so she says the door was
Yep.
wide open, and the police and prosecutors say
That's not true.
otherwise.
Yeah.
And the reason they're saying this is because there's allegedly
Because there's a video.
Dude, even if the door was open, just move along. It's got nothing to do with you. He's in his own house.
It wasn't even wide open in the video.
Ring doorbell footage of her either
Yeah.
opening or pushing the door open. Now, the only problem is, to my knowledge, that footage has not been released to the public. I was actually hoping to see that footage today in court, but court had different plans for us today.
Because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. I was assaulted. I'm the victim.
You were assaulted? What do you mean? He's asleep.
Lost my...
Exactly. Dude, and it's what we call it, a verb, right? Assault is a verb action item, action word, right? Describing someone doing something. Sorry, English lesson here for a moment. So a verb. So assault is something you need to do. The guy is freaking passed out. He can't do shit to you, yo.
my job. I'm the victim. I was working.
Oh, God. You're not the victim enough.
I was literally working, and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my assault while door dashing.
Man, I love this, don't you? This is amazing.
They just fired
beautiful.
me, and the police are doing
God.
nothing.
Okay, so
Oh.
that's her side, and the prosecution is
Well, now
basically
they're doing something. Now you're gonna go to prison, maybe. How about
saying
that?
something around the lines of this happening.
Sir, I have your DoorDash. Oh! Ew! I'm a victim!
Now, obviously, that video exaggerates things for humor, and again,
Only a little bit.
correction, she didn't go into the house
Yeah.
from what we know. But this was her final response before the trial.
Hi guys, it's the DoorDash girl. There have
Yeah.
been a lot of people saying things like I entered the customer's home or I opened the customer's door, but I can assure you that I did not do either of those things, and I have obtained irrefutable proof that the door was already wide open when
And
I
what's the
arrived
proof?
to the customer's house.
What's the
but due
proof?
to its importance, I cannot post that proof at this time.
Okay, so we have
Oh, so we don't know. Okay.
two sides
Sure,
saying two different
sure.
things. The only
Right.
thing everyone can agree on is that the homeowner was laying passed out inside of his own home with his pants down. Then she had her arraignment, which was actually televised.
Yep.
And she asked to ban cameras, but the judge reportedly responded, so now you don't want cameras anymore.
Yeah,
So I would
shit.
say that was-
I didn't say
Absolutely
base.
fucking base. Judge.
Exactly. I knew you were gonna say
They
that.
recorded this. She didn't want cameras. Man.
Yeah. Oh, now you don't
Now
want
you
cameras.
Don't want 'em. Oh, okay.
Yeah, screw that.
was a strong start for her, but that was her
Try to
arraignment.
keep
This
it
is how her first
generally
hearing
niece
went.
and
as we
nephew
found
friendly.
out, it didn't go
Generally.
as expected, and it doesn't seem like she's just going to get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Back at the airport
Nice,
again, because today we're heading to the TikTok DoorDash girls trial, which is tomorrow. So we're
Nice.
in Syracuse, New York now. But I definitely wanted to attend this trial because there's been so many details about this case that have been extremely unclear. So might as well go, show up, and get them clarified.
Yeah, this is the smallest airplane I've ever been on.
It's almost like a
is it?
private jet, bro.
Is that big? Oh no.
This guy is
Oh, wow.
flying like what?
Welcome to Syracuse, we're local companies.
Flying private.
3 p.m.
All right, so I'm
Damn.
in Syracuse, New York.
Then I got snow everywhere.
This
what
is
the
not
fuck?
Miami. Well, I get an influencer
Yeah.
break, but also are tropical. Miami is great.
Oh my god.
This is rough. Tomorrow morning, I'm driving the last like 25 minutes or so to get to
Yeah.
Oswego, and apparently Oswego is known for being even colder than this spot, so that's awesome.
Oh my
Good
God.
morning. We're getting ready here. It's like 7:50 in the morning.
Oh my god, he's sexually
Oh,
assault.
wow.
Oh wait, sorry, I can't say that.
7:30.
He's
I'll probably try to get there,
SAing me
like,
with
half an
his-
hour early, so we have way more time than
Jesus.
anticipated. But yeah, for
Yeah,
now,
whoever's
I'll
cutting
be
this, please don't cut that part
cereal,
out.
sort of wake all
Or
up,
YouTube.
and,
I mean, as far as I can tell,
it'll be
YouTube
good.
bans
There's a few
or
things that are probably
does
gonna happen
stuff
there.
to
Actually, I say that,
people who
but
say that
in
word.
reality, I don't know what's going to happen because there's always surprises when you go to trial. She currently has a public defender, and she's charged with 2 counts. She has 1 count of
You
this.
2 felony counts and you've got a public defender? Oh, bitch, you're cooked. It's over.
She
Yeah.
has 1 count of Okay, so she has 1 count of dissemination of unlawful surveillance image. She also has 1
Uh-huh.
count of unlawful
It's done.
surveillance. Both of these, she's pled not guilty to. As stated, she's currently being represented by a public defender. From talking to the practicing lawyers I know, it seems like it's very likely that a plea deal will happen today. Who knows?
Plea deal.
That's why we're gonna go see.
Means the
big
guy
thing is for
in the
her
video
is
was settled with her?
She filmed the guy.
Yeah.
That's why she's charged. You have a
Correct.
whole bunch of arguments about like, okay, did she open the door? Was the door already kind of opened? How was the door when she
Again,
found it?
does
There's
that
now
even matter,
alleged
guys?
Ring camera footage showing that she either opened the door or pushed the door open before she started filming. That's
what I thought. Yeah, because again, for them to act on this or charge her, I thought that was a good reason for it.
the really damning evidence. So we have the police alleging that she opened the door and started filming, and then we have DoorDash essentially banning her from the platform because she filmed the customer. But she's claiming that she's the victim in all of this, which is why, you know, all of her TikToks started in general. So it will be interesting to see how her defense argues for her in court.
If I was going to be making any predictions on what's going to happen is, my guess, plea deal.
It's damn dumb. And I'm sure someone has already brought up this argument, but the quickest test to stuff like that is swap people around. Let's swap. If it was a girl in that situation and the guy did the same thing, would this be considered? We wouldn't be talking about this rubbish right now. Think about it. Say a girl was passed out in the house. Let's say the door was wide open and there was a guy who dropped off the food. The moment that guy brings his camera out, he is so screwed, dude. It will be like he will be crucified. That no one would blame the girl. Everyone will be like, oh, is she okay? Did she pass out? Well, some people might go like, oh, she shouldn't have drunk so much and got drunk or passed out on the bed, on the couch. Sure. But no one is defending the guy. No one is going to go like, she deserves it. So swap it around. Are we suddenly saying that the guy deserves it? It's obvious, right? Who is in the wrong? Or at least who is the creep right here?
I think they're going to be very lenient on her. She didn't even have to bail out, so she was released on her own recognizance, meaning she didn't have to pay bail. It's basically just an honor system. It's like, hey, you can go, you don't have to give us anything, we just trust that you're going to show up to court. So I have a feeling that her sentence is going to be, or her plea is going to be very lenient. Most likely, she'll be getting like some community service, maybe a fine. That's what I'm expecting here, but we'll see.
All right, welcome to
We'll see.
Here we go.
I mean, okay, look.
It's really cold, huh?
In the grand scheme of things,
Wait,
if she was chill about this, and like was apologetic, like, I'm sorry, wouldn't happen again, stuff like that, I can totally see her getting off this quite easy.
Got out of court. I'm now going to find a little location where I can do a quick live stream for you guys. Wow, look at that building. That's beautiful. I think that's the town hall. This is the city courthouse. This is probably the spot. Hopefully we could find some shelter from the wind, though. I feel like my arch nemesis at this point is the wind. Yeah, this is perfect down here. You just got out of the court case for the TikTok DoorDash girl. Something big did happen, but it took a while for anything to happen at all. So I got here at the court at about 9:21, and she was on trial at 9:30. This time was a little bit different because last time we know that we had footage of inside of the courtroom because the news was there. So the news, they were set up, they were filming her. I walk in, there's no TV camera set up. I don't even see any journalists. And basically, I was there until the end. I can confirm there was no journalist there. So
nobody cared.
That was there, which is kind of interesting.
That's funny.
Other updates to this case, she still has a public defender. She has 2 charges. At 9:30, judge walks in, everyone stands up, sits down, you know, the whole thing, and I don't see the DoorDash girl. I think it was just because I didn't see her, because she was sitting in there. And at that time, I was sitting in like kind of like in the back right of the courtroom, and this courtroom is set up in a not the best fashion because there's a column blocking the judge, and the audio isn't really good, and it did seem like they had the microphone speakers on the back. So I couldn't hear what was going on. So I had to move around. Eventually, after they went through a couple of the defendants, I got up and I moved. And that's when I could actually see the judge, so I can at least read what his lips were saying, because the audio was still bad. And I think I sat down kind of behind the DoorDash girl at that point, and that's when I had spotted her. Going through my notes real quick. One sec. Oh, no.
Careful, dude.
All right. My hands are frozen. Why did I not bring gloves? As a Norwegian, I should have known better. So 10 o'clock
I have to admit, because of how I'm feeling my throat right now, as beautiful as the scenery is, all the ice and cold just makes me feel like crap. I'm like, I don't want to be there right now.
And I see who I think is the DoorDash girl's public defender. 10:25 rolls around. Nothing yet.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so at this point, I've been here for a minute. 10:50 rolls around. Woman who looks like the DoorDash girl, who I think was, she gets up after talking to her public defender and leaves. And I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on now? Is this like another Jack Doherty situation
10
where there's
minutes.
some like continuation? Do I have to show up tomorrow? I don't know. I wait around even further. Then we have probably like another 40 minutes of waiting. They go through the last people. The judge then is waiting for one of the defendants to show up. So we get through them, and suddenly it's just me in court, in the courtroom. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going up on the stand. So that must mean it's over. I go out to the clerk, I talk to them, and I'm thinking, okay, there's a continuation that happened.
Yeah, sure.
Instead, I found out this was divested to county court. So originally, where we're at, this building right here, this is the city court.
Wait,
so
what?
City court, I mean, this is kind of like small fines, but hers was divested to county court. So as I said, originally she was in city court. But
Is that
now,
worse?
County court, that's the main state court. So that means most likely she's facing way more serious charges. Or well, not way more serious charges. The charges...
I mean, dude, he could have got straight to the point, right? That's fine. It's your video. It's your video. I'm watching your video.
Still the same, but most likely...
Man, that's bad.
They could penalize her a lot
Because it's a
harder.
felony?
So, according to the lawyer that I've been talking to, that's the prosecutor that moved it there, most likely because of all the public attention on the case
Yeah,
and the
makes
public
sense.
outcry. So that means that most likely she won't get a slap on the wrist. So currently,
that's good.
she is facing 8 years in prison. That's her max sentence. because
Nice.
Oh my god. Bro, if that
I mean,
happens,
you could have set an example
holy
for
shit.
everyone else.
a 4-year max sentence for each of the felonies, and her minimum sentence seems to be a couple years of
Jesus.
probation, and that is if she's convicted 100%.
Couple of
though.
years?
It seems like she was moved to Superior Court, so that's actually
Whoa.
even worse for her.
That sounds serious.
So that's what we have right now.
Yeah.
She's currently facing 8 years in prison. That's the worst case. She's not going to get that, but her minimum
doubt
is
it.
at least a couple years on probation. Either way, she shouldn't have done this. This is like a
Shouldn't
big
have done it. Yep, shouldn't have done it. Big fucking mistake.
I mean,
self-inflicted thing.
I'm all the way in Malaysia. I
Happened.
don't care.
know
I'm just
why
watching it for
decided
the
She
to do
wanted
drama.
that. Those are
attention,
all
she
the
got
updates
it,
for now.
that's right.
And I have to go find out when the next court date
That's
is.
right.
Because if it was just moved till tomorrow, that's very convenient for me. Because then I only have to extend by 1 day. But if I have to like keep extending weeks on out, nah, I gotta go home.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
can't be here for weeks.
I love
can't
the
be
quality,
a
yeah.
new resident of
Isn't that nice?
Oswego, New York, until all of this resides. Who knows?
All right, we did a successful live stream. I'm actually fairly happy with that. Now, let's grab a coffee and then head back to the hotel and knock out this video.
It's a nice place. Look how nice this area is.
Is the coffee shop right here?
Wow.
Is in here.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, sir.
Oh wow, they opened a
Thank you, sir.
door for
All right, we've
him.
secured.
Oh jeez.
The iced coffee. I would
Iced
definitely recommend
coffee.
checking out that
Nice place.
coffee spot because they were super nice in there. Other than that, let's get back to the hotel and finish this video.
Okay, so I'm now back here at the hotel. I started off on one side of the courtroom, but
It was weird seeing him without the hat, man. Like that was weird.
when I positioned myself
Yeah.
in the
That was
courtroom, I
really
quickly
weird.
realized
Damn.
I picked like the worst seat possible in the house. Because as I walked into the courtroom, the door never closed. So it was open and there was constantly people going through the hallway talking. So it was hard to hear the judge. Then for some reason, the speakers that were like kind of behind you, normally they're connected to the judge's microphone. So you can actually hear what the judge is saying. But they were not connected, so I couldn't hear the judge.
So it's
then
fucked.
there was also a pillar in front of me, so I couldn't see the judge either. So I just picked the worst seat in the house,
Dude.
and I'm here to report for you guys. And if I can't see nor hear the judge, that's a problem. So I ended up crossing to the opposite side of the room, and I went to the front bench so I can actually hear the judge because, again, the speakers were not on. So I sat there and I was looking around for Olivia, and I couldn't find her. So then I'm sitting here like,
She's not
okay,
there at all.
am I in the wrong place? But I double checked. It was
Who knows?
the right judge.
Yeah, if she's gonna have to go and get a felony charge, and you're getting 2 felony charges, I think that there's a good chance she could end up in jail. I do hope they make an example out of her. For
I think they should.
actually, like, there's a lot of
Some
these, like,
example.
social media, like, hysterical voyeurism videos where they're going out and trying to make a scene about something.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is, I think, a great point where you need to make an example out of somebody so other people don't go and do the same thing.
I agree.
Because
I
if
would
they
agree.
think that they can do this and get away with it, it's going to continue happening regularly. So you have to make sure you hold them accountable. And
That's
if you don't
true.
do that, then it's just going to get worse and
I mean, I don't
worse.
think it should be
That
8
was
years.
the right courthouse.
But
So then I was wondering, did she not show up? Well, there was a woman sitting in front of me, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together because I was looking for a lady with, you know, curly red hair. But the woman in front of me had brownish hair, brownish blondish hair, and it was straight and it was in a ponytail. So that threw me off. But
she was
it wasn't
disguising
until
herself.
after she stood up and left that I was like, oh
So
wait,
she's not
that might have been
recognizable.
Olivia. And after talking to the clerk, it probably was. But anyway, she left. I was sitting there until no one was there. And
It's
the
not
judge
a
was like,
vibrator, guys. It's a dude. It's just a mic that looks that way. Okay, relax.
Oh wait, why are you here? And I'm like, I'm just
Calm
here
down.
spectating. And he was like, well, it's all over. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll
How
see
about
myself
that?
out then. So I then went to the clerk and I talked to her and confirmed, no, this was the correct venue. This was the correct judge. And that was probably Olivia. And I found out all the new information about her case. But I guess if Olivia's telling the truth, everyone owes her an apology. If she's lying, then it seems like she tried to ruin the life of an innocent man.
Well, I don't think that's true at all.
even if she was
because,
telling the
like,
truth.
I mean,
No.
regardless of what happened, she still recorded a man
Exactly.
against his consent
Exactly.
when he was unclothed, and she published it on the internet without telling him.
Exactly.
There's never a universe where doing that to a person is justified.
Yeah.
Even if you think that person did something wrong, there's still not a reason to post porn, like basically pornography of them on the internet. If somebody had done this to a woman, everybody would come to the obvious
I just say
conclusion
that.
it was wrong.
I just say
But
that.
I think that because it's happening to a man, there's maybe a small handful of people that don't immediately see this as
Okay,
something
quick
that's
pause. I need
horrible.
to pee. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this.
No, just because somebody's inside of their house naked doesn't mean you get a chance to record them and post it on the internet in a public platform. That's just not how it works. It's never been how it works. This is obvious. It's malicious. Yeah, it's in his own house.
Attention on TikTok, I guess. Now, should he have been passed out with his pants on his...
To be honest, the only time I can see you doing something like this, if that person was doing it in public, then probably free game, you know, up to you. He's doing it in public, sure, go ahead, record and upload it all you want.
ankles? Probably not, but also, he was in his own house.
Exactly.
But either way, Olivia claims that she has proof that the door was open from the start. And the prosecutors, they have the opposite. So they also have proof that she opened the door. So as of right now, it's a he said, she said. We don't know the answers because I didn't see any proof.
I feel like that's only for one of the charges, right? Because the other charge is her disseminating, like, basically nudity of a person on the internet without their consent. Like, I mean, that's a felony charge too. And like that, and I mean, I don't think anybody's disputing that. I mean, it's obvious. Like, did she do that? Yeah, obviously she did that. So like, it's not even a question.
Either side today. Regardless, though, this is now a nightmare for Olivia because this has now been moved to a higher court. But whatever the outcome of this trial is, I will be updating you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video and if you want me to travel for more trials in the future. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.